Hello. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my delivery didn't arrive, guys. Hello, how we doing? I'm doing well. Hello, Wahel. Hello, Dr. Smilex. How you all doing? Yeek. Oh, no, I was expecting delivery like on Friday. But then it was coming on Saturday. And then it never came on Saturday. And it never came today. And it was meant to have all my grots in it. It was like, I was going to get 2 big old and it's like really delayed a lot of my plans. Hi, Night Parade, because I've got like these things I want to convert into trucks. Like these old chimeras I've got. I want to turn them into an arc looted truck and a looted battle wagon. But I need the mech guns parts for it. To have like the silly grots that come in it. Oh, so I'm a bit sad it all got delayed. Also, that box has the new foe blade in it. The new foe blade, yuck! Yeah, I'm not a cat. Why so mean? I made sure to check that it was working before and it wasn't working, so I fixed it. Oh, but yeah, I've not had a great past few days. Like, nothing major's really happened. It's just, it's one of those things, the way you just get lots of small things just keep happening. Like, the internet completely shutting down in the stream on Friday, my computer restarting on the stream on Friday. Loads of just minor tech issues all the time. My screen's been turning on and off again way more. Oh, it's just been... And then my tummy's not been very well. So that doesn't help. Like yesterday, I did not sleep well last night. I was in so much pain. Oh, it was not fun. Trauma dumping. Hi, Sarah Dwin. How you doing? Oh. But yeah. I got gloves on. I got gloves on. But I mean, we do have a cool model to build today. I don't know if I want to build it today, though. It's this. I got one of these. But I'm unsure for what, because I've been thinking about, like, what if I actually do make a proper homebrew chapter? And at the moment, my idea for a homebrew chapter for Space Marines is this. Fingies, fingies, yuck. Big hearts to you. I got that kit as well. Yeah, it's really cool. I just bought it before you couldn't get it anymore. I say bought it.
Went to a gaming store yesterday and spent 150 on starting pack neurons while I got a mere paint bottle.
On a starting pack. And a guy spent 150 on a starting pack for Necrons. While you got me a paint bottle. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's how these stores work. Some people are big spenders, some people are small spenders. But it doesn't really matter because the fact is people come into the stores and play the game to play with other people. So it doesn't matter if you're a big spender or a small spender. Ultimately, the small spenders help keep the big spenders spending money. Yeah, I don't know if I want to actually building us. I do have this plan for this Space Marine chapter. That's like, because we're building Black Templars and there's absolutely no Psychers there. So I've been thinking about what if there's a chapter that's just full of Psychers and not Grey Knights. I not like the Grey Knights, it's just they have a genetic mutation where it rejects people who aren't Psychers a lot more commonly. And people who weren't Psychers before going through the Space Marine transformation always end up becoming Psychers afterwards. And as a result, like the chapter masters, usually their strongest librarian, always succeeded by like the... What do they call it? The Grand Librarian or whatever. Ma'am, I have $200 worth of paint. That's fine. You're still a small spender. That person's spending 100. Yeah, but I mean, that's the other thing. It's like sometimes you could just go in to buy like one bottle of something. Other times you go in to buy lots of stuff. Although I just buy online, which is, I'm still waiting on the order that I did that had 3 combat patrols in it and a knight in it. And some jump pack intercessors and a jump pack. No, not jump pack captain, a captain in Phobos armor. Oh my gosh, I spent way too much money that time. Oh, goodness. Hello, Maureen, by the way. How you doing? And hi, K-Trax. Did I say hi to you? This was sponsored by Steel. Don't steal! Oh, yeah. So the chapter, I think I'm like calling them like the Seekers of Solace. And while there's some debate about what chapter they came from, like what their founding chapter is, they generally are believed to have come from the salamanders. And as a result, they act a lot like salamanders. They like fire. They are... Hello. I'm back. Hi. Hi back. Weird chat. But what do the Seekers of Solace do? I can't remember. You need to like the stream to kickstart my memory. But oh yeah, but like they're really friendly. Like they really like people. They're like, hello, they're like, you know, you people, we protect you, we support you. You're good people. That's what they like to the citizens to defend. But they defend like a group of agri-worlds. Oh, 2024 was when Fish Model came out. Oh, yeah, they defend like a group of agri-worlds. You ain't winning today. Sads. And what I'm thinking is there's like this star. Darn it, I'm not thinking very well today. My brain does not. Oh, look, there's little lights. My brain does not want light. How did I say lights? Little bases. Oh my goshness. Okay, yeah, so we defend these like group of systems are the only really worlds there worth defending are agri worlds. And the chapter's like very small. It's fleet based, flying around. Almost everyone's a psyker. And they defend these agri worlds. But there's like this one star in these systems that just appears and reappears in different places around these systems. And wherever it appears, it either brings great fortune to all light, to everything that its light touches, or brings great misfortune. There's like no in between. Happy Chillish Day. Thank you. And hello, French Pop. How you doing? Hello. Big hearts to you. And whatever, but it's like, and there's no in between. So as a result, we get quite a lot of demonic incursions in this area. But they're not really demon hunters. They're just like, you know, they're just part of a day job of defending these places. But because they're constantly having to like fight against demonic incursions, random orcs suddenly sprouting from the ground and stuff, and because they really struggle with placing their numbers, like almost everybody that goes through the process of becoming a Marine ends up dying for them, like even more than normal. So it's very hard to find recruits. And because they actually are like a really caring chapter, it just like really hurts them. Like, it's like, oh, look, this recruit, we really like this recruit. Oh, they just died on the operating table. No! Oh no, they rejected the implants. No! The brain just exploded for no reason. But like the ship is just going to be covered in names of all the recruits that they've recruited and have just died. Like, they just write it on the walls. They're just engravings everywhere. So there's only like 50, 60... Not even a company full of Marines within the entire chapter. and they're just constantly having to fight. So they don't really have enough equipment. They're always running out to supplies. It's like an incredibly impoverished chapter. But there are some cool things I'm thinking about from colours are black with gold trim, yellow with a cape. Or you created a homebrew chapter for our successor chapters of the Dark Angels called the Sol Aegis. Oh, the Shield of Sol. Currently, only law I've made for them is that they aren't obsessed with a fallen like everyone else. That's gonna put them into some trouble with the other Dark Angels successors. There's a star like that called the Tyrant Star. I think it's in the Atva called Jericho's Reach. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look that up. So we've got... Isn't that like the Helldiver colour scheme though? Hi TA, how you doing? Hi, big hearts. But yeah, so that's the idea of a homebrew chapter. I was looking at giving them using for blood. I was looking at using for Blood Angel rules since they have the Legends Librarian Dreadnought, except when I found out only for Blood Angels actually have access to that for Blood Angels and their successors. So this chapter wouldn't have access to the Librarian Dreadnoughts. Because a Librarian Dreadnought isn't just a Psyker who's been interned. You need like this special technology that allows them to actually utilize the psychic powers. But I'm thinking, either way, they have a bunch of demon hosts in their army. They use a Librarian Conclave detachment. I was also looking at using Space Wolf rules and like having Fenris rules as like to represent demons that follow them around. Because the idea is that when they like appear to do an attack, they appear in the middle of the enemy in the midst of like this random storm covered in mist and smoke. And they attack like at first I was gonna have them teleporting around because you know the Librarian Dreadnoughts can allow you to teleport units. But then it's like, okay, I can't quite do that. And unfortunately, I really don't like the fact that you can't give any of the characters that can join Reavers graph shoots so that they can deep strike. It's really... I just wish a graph shoot upgrade for Reavers said that it was instead you took it as an upgrade and it says all models in this unit have graph shoots, including attached models. That way you can deep strike with characters, but no, you can't deep strike Reavers in if you've got a character attached. And it's like, ah! Because that could at least represent some of the teleporting around, I guess. But the thing is, like this storm with them, and then you have these flaming small dragon-like demons made from rocks and magma following them around. That was the idea. And the psychic powers always like show up as flaming attacks. But at the moment, the only list I've got built for them is... Oh, what's it called? Ultramarines. Ultramarines with Tigerius representing the Chapter Master. And then the 6 Librarians, 3 of them Phobos. Obviously, they don't have access to Terminator armor. That's another thing about them. Because they're impoverished. So 3 of them in Phobos armor. 2 of them are attached to Incursor squads. 1 of them is attached to a Reaver squad. The Reaver squad, as a result, has to be in a drop pod. So it can deep strike. Then you have 3 other Librarians. There's a Stern Guard squad with Pyre Blasters that Tigerius is attached to. A Stern Guard squad with Heavy Bolters that a different Librarian that gives you critical wounds on a 5+ against monsters and vehicles, who is joined with that Stern Guard squad. The reason being is because they get devastating wounds naturally. So that means is that like all of their attacks, including the heavy bolters, will be getting mortal wounds on a 5+ against vehicles and monsters. Which means that they'll just absolutely tear apart anything that they shoot at. And that is like the only vehicle option in the entire list at the moment. But there's one librarian in charge of normal intercessors with grenade launchers, and the sergeant has a fire pistol
What
and
are the
a...
colours for your homebrew?
Not sure yet. That's the thing. I'm still thinking about it. I'm thinking... I was definitely thinking about making them very damaged. So whatever colours I choose, like you're going to be able to see like the under armour underneath the paint because it's just so scratched and damaged. Well, I was thinking of like a dark grey with orange. To like, so orange trim and then maybe gold, but that feels a bit too over the top for them. So I was thinking the eagle and stuff would instead be a mixture of deep orange and yellow. So everything about them looks like kind of like cracked molten lava, kind of. Hi, Elite Trainer. Your internet went down after sending your 3-monthly chat. Oh, hope everyone's doing well. Don't give up. I was saying it's been a while since we saw you. Thanks for coming to the stream yesterday. Thanks for the monthly chat. Thanks for being a member for so many months. And also, thanks for coming to the stream. Hello, big hearts. And hello, Clemoniac. So I'm thinking about turning this guy like into an Inquisitor who joins them. Because one of the things about the Librarian Conclave is that you can put an Inquisitor in a squad of Space Marines, and if you make the Inquisitor a Psyker, it will give the Space Marine squad the Psyker keyword, and that means that they'll then benefit from all of the advantages of a Librarian Conclave. Because the unit now has the Psyker keyword without having to add a Librarian into it. And these guys, these Inquisitors are a bit cheaper. And also, I'm thinking this thing with a bit of conversion could make a good demon host. So I'm not sure about building him yet. Also, I think I kind of want to save this motor pistol because it's really cool. Hello, 7 Stage of Rage Studios. How you doing? Big hearts to everybody. Big hearts. Yeah. So I'm not sure. It's a very nice kit though. Very nice models. This is kind of how I expect most of the Inquisitors to sort of look like. Maybe with a bit less fluff on his cape. I'm thinking about also just like replacing that arm there with a sword from the Horus Heresy Space Marines. So that is both of his arms are in power armor, and replacing his head with a different head. Tried making honey bread yesterday. How did it go? You gotta steal my cola. No, you're not allowed to. I've been ill. I need my cola. You're losing money. No, don't lose your sprinkles. It fermented and I want to throw up after the first bite. Oh, no. Oh, see, did you not add enough salt then? Because I think salt or something is to stop the fermentation. Yeah. I don't know. I got fat because I watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Look, I do have Arc Boys for October. I wanted to do Grotto for No, I thought you added salt after proofing. I think it's meant to be before. Because it is both a preservative and it stops fermentation. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe it's because it kills the least. Maybe you just left it too long then. I did too much sugar, I don't know. I wouldn't know. I've not really done bread making. Most of what I know comes from Great British Bake Off and stuff like that. Oh. So yeah. I've got stuff here. Oh look! Oh gosh, you can barely see if I do this. There's thingamajigs. Transfers! That's moon. They look like the bad moons. What is the bad moons? Aren't they gobbos? Snake bites. Death scores, that's the one we want. Wait, British people watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Yeah, I watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I quite enjoyed it. It was on Netflix. All I do is yellow. Oh. That definitely sounds like maybe too much sugars. Because sugars is what I think does for fermentation or helps the fermentation. Anyway, we got 10 faces here. Yeah. And we want to make 10 shooter boys. Yeah, because we're going for a Daka clan, not for a melee clan. I know that it's not generally as good as building other arc models. Hi, sunshiny rays. Hello, how you doing? Blue gobbos. We're not building blue gobbos, we're building blue arcs today. Because we got no gobbos. It's sad. My mech boys are meant to arrive yesterday, and they didn't. My mech guns. My friend was waiting today, hoping that they'd arrive, and they didn't. So a bit like, what do we do now? What do you do with a concealer? What do you do with a concealer? What do you do with a concealer? Early in the morning. Why am I singing that song? I always end up singing that song. Hey Trey, how you doing? Rah, waving spoons at you. Yes, I added 2 tablespoons of sugar, of honey on top of 2 oh gosh, yeah, that might have not been good then. Because it's, if I know anything about fermentation, it relies on sugar, and you use either honey or you use sugar. Or it's like the 2 main things. If you want mead, you use honey. If you want sugar, if you want like other stuff like rum, you use sugar. Or some like sort of sugar offshoot or something like that. I only mostly know these things from researching things for stories. For writings. We are having a wonderful... I hope you're having a wonderful day too. Yeah. Oh, did my stream just die for a second? Gotta go now. Bye-bye, Dr. Smilex. Seems my stream dropped for a second or two there. Okay. We're going to need to steal one of these arms because if we look, he's got a hand there, but I already used the hand that's here, the arm that connects to that hand from a Lutus. But we can use one of these spare arms.
Time to eat a cupcake.
No, Native Engine, don't eat a cupcake. Cupcakes are friends, not food. Okay, if we cut this hand here, we should hope that that can connect then. Yeah.
So apparently salt and cool water is what Google suggested.
Salt and cool water. Yeah. So maybe just a little bit of salt. Maybe hold off on the sugar a little bit too. And that should hopefully help. There you go. Yeah, for arcs in these old kits, they got the twerky booties. The twerky booties are putting their booties out. They love to squat. Good night. Good night, Native Engine. Thanks for popping in. All this talk about minis.
I now have a new profile pic to match the spoopy year month.
Oh, nice. People are really getting into the spoopy month this year. I feel like I have to do something. I originally was planning to make, like, get a model made and stuff. A lot of my plans this year have kind of died. There's some good stuff that's happened the past couple of days. I've been writing. I've got 3,000 words written. Yeah. Not amazing. Not amazing. But it's better than nothing. Okay, that connects really well there. I'm gonna have to hope it also connects to the body. Yeah, that's the issue here. The body is a bit... thinner than what the arms want. I can get it to connect, but then you can see a gap in the arm. Not the most obvious immediately. Very obvious to me. I just can't get the light. Wait, if I turn this light on. Yeah, there you go. That's a lot easier to tell now. There's a big old gap there. Ugh. You know, we can always add a shoulder pad. 2007 are when these guys are from. Oh my goodness. Honestly, they're actually younger than I expected. I remember building loads of these guys and I thought they were much older than this. Still ancient, mind you. You were 4 in 2007? Yeah. You were 12. Oh. Okay, trying to cut this thing off the sprue is difficult, so I'm just gonna have to like try and twist it off. Oh gosh, that's a really thick connection. Okay, if we connect this here. Like that. Yeah, we mostly cover up the gap in the arm, I guess. Or we connect it like that. Do you have any plans of Spookly Month? You have a pic of a Discord. Nice! I can't see it just yet. Because, you know, my hands are busy. But my plans... I originally wanted to have a goblin model made up. So that I could be a gobbo for Halloween. But... that takes a lot of time, and unfortunately I had a lot of not good stuff's happened this year. So unfortunately it got in the way of all of that. I want this head. There we go. Well, unfortunately, a lot of not good. By the time I finally got to a position where it's like, okay, I could potentially get one made, I've already got a lot of other stuff going on, and honestly, it's like the rigger I have or I use, she's not available for any projects until November sometime. And I've already got like a bunch of stuff I need to get done. So unfortunately, it's just one of those things. Trying to think of something else I can do, but at the same time, it's just trying to find a time to set something up. But look at that, we got a rocket dude. He's a rocket man. He's a rocket boy. Do you need a hand? You need a hand? I got a hand here. Or do you need to get ahead of the game? I either got ahead here too. This is from the... What's this thing from? I think it's a mech boy. A big mech. Okay, and then we want to create for others a shooters. So make 4 dudes. Actually, you wanted me to check what was in the Discord. Don't forget to like the stream, everybody. French Puff, here's your new profile. Pff, oh, spooky little kitty with sneakers, but oh, that's cute. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna need to check off when the what's it called comes out. Oh, because we need to look when for next week's coming. What's coming next week? We need to know. Sorry for seeing a bit subdued today, by the way. Because I am actually a bit subdued. I'm not feeling the most well. Keep catching the glove here. Pull it tighter. My fingies are too small for these gloves. Look at all those shooters though. That's what we're building. We want shooters are kind of sucky at the moment in the game. They got a really short range. They don't shoot a lot. They got really low accuracy. But we don't mind because we're tactical boys. Da 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 da. I wanted my bubble chuckers. Kind of sad. We're gonna have to do them on like Tuesday or Monday or something. Not sure what we're doing next week, to be honest. Orcs are so bad at shooting that their Dothcopters are better at melee than shooting. I think that's just saying just how good orcs are in melee. Like, orc vehicles are surprisingly good in melee. Like, all of them are. I wouldn't say Deathcopters are definitely better in melee, because the thing is Deathcopters have a, what is it, D3 shot, strength 9, AP -2, damage 3 weapon, isn't it? Something like that. That's for rocket, and it's got the blast keyword. So it can get quite a few shots out. And it's really hits really hard when it does hit. So they're capable of doing quite a lot of damage. Hi, John Space. Oh my gosh, it's John Space Marine himself. How you doing? We were meant to be building bubble chuckers. But for delivery was meant to arrive yesterday. Didn't arrive yesterday, nor today. So we're going from Grottober back to just an orc. The orcs, they sabotaged my deliveries so that we couldn't have Grottober. They like, it has to be October. Yeah. Orcs can be quite good at shooting if they want to be. I give them the Dread Mob detachment at the moment, which gives them, because like almost all of my guys are mechs, it gives all walkers and mechs effectively lethal hits, sustained hits, or +1 AP, or improve AP on a critical wound. For every single orc unit when you're shooting. Actually, also in melee. Well, that's only if it's got a mech keyword in it. So if you attach a big mech or mech to a unit, it will get that keyword. Also includes grot vehicles and walkers. Which, since we got 3 killer cans, 6 looted sentinels, and 2 death dreads, and 2 grot guns coming in. What chapter do you belong? It looks like Ultramarines, although it could be Alfarius. You never know. Especially these days. The Alfarius thingies going rampant mems. Oh. What do you think's coming next week, though? Do you think they're finally going to release Angron Forge World design? The, what is it? Angron Ascended for Horus Heresy. Because that guy was announced ages ago. I'd completely forgot. I thought he had been released. Apparently, no, not yet. According to Reddit. Cupcake, if you're part of the Space Marine chapter, which one would you want to be part of? Well, I can't exactly be part of a... You can only be a Space Marine if you're a man. So I have to choose like closest equivalent Sisters of Battle. Or if you mean like at being a surfer or something, like working with them. Maybe like as an pilot of one of the vessels, or just someone who mops the floors. Salamanders would probably be one of the better ones to do that for. Templar can be either good or bad depending on who's in charge over there. Nah. Just be a female space marine. Okay, so if female space marines existed, and I get a choice of which ones to join, Raptors would probably be actually the best one. I mean, technically not really, because the law has kind of punched them down a bit. But in general, if you're going to be going into battle, I think Raptors or Raven Guard or something. Do you know, Space Marines that actually act like you'd expect real-world militaries to act? Like, do you know, try preserving people's lives and stuff? And using decent tactics? You'd want to join one of them. That being said, Ultramarines wouldn't be one of the worst ones. Templar would be a terrible one to go through. They have a ridiculous attrition rate for recruits. Salamanders would be okay, but Salamanders are always taking the brunt of a lot of damage and attack.
Something that I never understood is why Tyranids eat planets. Other aliens do what they do because they want to survive, and they survive B.
And they survive because they have loved ones and feelings. Why do Tyranids eat planets? Because they need food to sustain themselves. Well, there's actually, we don't really know why they do that. There's 3 competing theories, like major ones. One, the Tyranids are Catan. They're either part of a Catan or made by a Catan. Like, I can't remember what it's called, but there's a Catan out there or something that's potentially created the Tyranids and is for hive mind. And the reason they want to wipe out the 40k galaxy is because, well, that's just the kind of thing they do. You need food, goes hungry, same reason you need food. They can taste planets. It's very yummy. They find planets very tasty. Nom, 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 nom. It's full of iron and all sorts of minerals and sodium and goodness. The second reason
Pray
is...
the Tyranids don't find the planets. That's just a living being. They will unstoppable after that.
Maybe, but it's possible they've already found planets like that. I mean, if you look at... Every time we see the Tyranids, like, kind of from their point of view, it makes them seem like a completely unstoppable threat that has destroyed galaxies much more powerful than the 40k one. So, yeah. I need food so I can keep watching the streams. They just eat and then they die. For hive mind can potentially feel those feelings if it wants to. For individual Tyranids, maybe not. For lictors might be able to, but probably not. The second theory is, I don't really think this theory is supported anymore, is that they're created by the Old Ones. Like, the Old Ones fled our galaxy to another galaxy, created the Tyranids with the intent purpose of destroying the Catan and the Necrons. And that's why they eat entire worlds and stuff, because, you know, their entire purpose is just to wipe out life. That's what they're created to do. I don't think that theory is supported by the law at all, though. And the third theory is that they're basically just the life form that evolved effectively to be extremely aggressive for its own survival on its home planet. So it's a bit like humans, and a few other species are known to basically wipe out anything that can pose a threat to them, and then they'll just eat and eat and eat. They'll completely destroy the native environment, so they'll move to the next environment and just do the same again. And they'll just do the same and same again, and then they'll just move on to the next target, effectively. I've got the wrong gun out there. Oh gosh, is this an actual bolter? No. Looks like this might be made from part of a bolter though. Exactly, it's evil hive mind. But why survive if it can't feel anything? Well, because that's just what it's like most life. Most life, it's mainly programmed to survive. That's like the point of life. It's to survive, it's to spread, it's to move on. That's the Tyranid's entire being. The Tyranid find joy in survival. They find joy. If you want to think about it like this, the hive mind finds joy in wiping out others, in devouring planets, in surviving itself. That's what brings... But also, if you're going about what brings people joy, it's like... Why does anyone live in the 40k universe? I don't think many people in the 40k universe find joy in it. Even the Tau struggle. People survive because that's what they do, and the hive mind is no different. It's not actually evil because it's probably not actually getting any malign joy out of what it's doing. Oh, with that being said, some of the things where people have seen the hive mind suggest that it might be. Hi, Douglas, how you doing? Big hugs to you too. Big love heart. Pfft, that is a terrible love heart. Oh gosh. But yeah, it's like the orcs have fun in battle. Yeah, the orcs have fun in battle. The orcs are the only ones having a fun time, but even they suffer and struggle. And they used to suffer and struggle a lot more than they do in the current lore. Oh yeah, there's also a theory that the Tyranids are Chaos God unto themselves. So it's... The Salamander's vessel, I think. Fruit, eat food and have barbecue. Yeah, I mean, some of the races do try to find some joy. But I think the big thing that you have to realise is that while they can find some moments to have joy, the vast majority of life in the 40k universe is just infinite suffering. Like, even the salamanders are just constantly suffering. The Kroot have come to
Technically, the orcs
extinction.
already won the 40k universe.
Kind of. Even the, what's it called? Kroot have almost been wiped out and close to extinction more than once. And now they're used as a frontline fighting force by the Tau. For some greater good purposes.
Death Guard feel joy from having the blessing of Nurgle. And having a pet Nurgling.
They don't, most Death Guard don't actually feel that much joy, and followers of Nurgle. And sometimes when they gain for like some sanity back or whatever, it's like waking up from a dream or a delusion. And, you know, it's horrifying. Foes under Slanesh never truly find joy because Slanesh takes pleasure from effectively giving people everything they want until there's nothing that they brings them happiness anymore, and life just becomes a never-ending thing of suffering. So they have to go to such extremes to find any joy in life, and even then, it's not really joy. But they have nurglings. They have a walking meatball who knows only love. Yeah. There's a fear that the Tyranids are running from something, so they need to gain biomass. Could they get strong enough to combat it? Probably. Possibly, sorry. The Tyranids could also be one of the ancient races of the 40k universe. I don't like how that head actually sits. It's better. A recruit can become a very, you know, a recruit hound. I can't tell what you were saying there.
Nurgling wants spaghetti.
Nurgling wants spaghetti. Give a Nurgling some spaghetti. But not every faction needs, like, emotion behind them. Sometimes it's nice just to have a faction that can be the bad guy faction. It used to be that 40k had a lot of factions that were just plain out bad guy faction. You had Chaos, who were much less defined than they are now. Are much less refined, should I also say. You had Dark Eldar, you had Necrons, and you had Tyranids, but all of them, except for Tyranids, have effectively been expanded on them to give them more depth and more effectively make them more rounded as a faction, which is nice, but also it kind of leaves Tyranid as the only clear big bad guy faction. But you know, you can just basically say this faction is very clearly much worse of a galaxy than any other faction. Spaghetti, hi Bat, how you doing?
Oh, gentlemen, how are we enjoying our spaghetti today? I love it. And what are you eating, my friend? I'm eating meat soji eaty. Good chew.
Meat spaghetti. Meat spaghetti. Oh, wait, that's a little bayonet. I never realised. That's what that's for. On whose gun? Oh, it's definitely on his gun, isn't it? Yeah. That's cool. I gotta leave a bit of sprue on the back of it. I think that looks cool. And crude, like an arc weapon should. Yeah. Okay, let's give him a shoulder pad. Oi. Let's throw... I'm actually... Yeah, put it on your butt. There you go. Yeah, he's got a spare magazine. Your fruit find joy in some mid-battle barbecue. That's nice. There you go. You can have this. Oh no! Don't drop. Dropped. Yeah. Shoulder pads. Ah. So archy. More shoulder pads. Yeah. And then I want to attach... I think I want to attach some bullets to that guy's shoulder pad. There we go. Yeah. Bullets on his shoulder pad so we can reload this gun when needed. Yeah, because he uses up those bullets. More bullets. Then we got some scope things, some iron sights. Not really scopes. I used to use these as like cyborg eyes for all of my orcs. You know what? Let's do that again. Let's cut that bit off. Let's find an orc who needs it. Who needs iron scopes? Okay, these things are a lot bigger than I remember. No, stop falling over. It's evil. Here we go. You know, that could work. I'd buy it. If I'm evil today, so no! Hi, Quadro. No! Don't eat cup for friends, not food. You better give like 20 likes on this stream then. There we go. To make up for what you just did. He's got a bite. He's not a very good cyborg guy, is it? You know, it just helps him target things better. I think I want to save for other scopes. Okay, put that sprue to one side. Ooh, they actually have a proper scope here. I think I want to save that one. Maybe. Maybe we can just use the scope. Whose gun do I put it on? A rocket. How is this even a scope? Oh, none of them would it fit on. Kind of just want to put it like down the barrel for him. So it just looks stupid. You know, if Ark stuff doesn't look a little bit stupid, you're not really doing it properly. I read a hi SCP Dead Man from American Zombie Apocalypse. Good morrow to you. How you doing? You read a fanfic and realised that the UNSC Spirit of Fire might be your favourite ship. Oh. That sounds cool. Why? What happened to it? Okay, need to purposely put it a bit off kilter. There you go. His scope isn't even pointed in the correct direction. And it just looks so stupid. Yes. You can't have an Ark using a scope properly. It's pretty big. It was once a colony ship, so it's got a lot of room for stuff. And it has factories, so you can manufacture armor, weapons, and vehicles. Ooh. All you need is raw materials and people to use your stuff. That's cool. That sounds like what some of the Covenant ships are like. No. Also reminds me of some 40k ships. Like the Space Marine battle board ships apparently all have full factories on them. Look at these broken clippies. Oh gosh, look at that splodge of plastic there. Attached to his foot. Now it's attached to me. Get off! Get off! Get off! No, no, off! Off! There we go. Where'd it go? Oh, it's on my thumb. There we go. That's a very grippy piece of plastic. Probably attracted to order static build-up. So we got 20 boys. Oh yeah, what's it called? Imperial battle barges also have like factories on them and stuff, and a bunch of other ones do, to keep like, well, one of the main things is that you need to keep your military in repair, and Space Marines and Crusades and stuff will definitely need the ability to manufacture ammunition and to make new armor and to repair their armor. And the same goes on most of the Imperial forces. And then you have the factory ships that aren't what you think they might be. What they do is like they suck up raw resources from like stars, asteroids and planets and stuff. And that's mostly what they do. And they might turn that into a different usable product, but it's more like refining raw iron into a usable form of iron. It's manufacturing ships. Forge ships, that's the one that actually make stuff and are dedicated to making stuff. We had to make Arc Mechanicus ships. I like that, basically mini forge worlds. Vulcan's flagship is another example. Yeet. As I said, most of the battle barges will have like factory areas. And then you got the forge ships, which are just ships that are dedicated to that. Some of them do have decent like weapons, so they can fight battles and stuff. But a lot of them just won't. Come on. And they're reliant on other ships of a defense. I know this body is meant to be for the big shooter, but I just kind of like the idea of using him for a normal shooter. In fact, so if you're wondering where all like the ammunition of the boys need to use, of the squad is, well, this guy's full of it. He's got lots of ammunition, enough for all the boys. There we go. Craft roads are like that just on a major level. Like they are literally just flying mega cities. With all the... where you can do farming and stuff on board. I think there's like a few Imperial vessels, like colony vessels, that have like on-board farms. I don't think you see many of them. We know the Tau have some massive colony ships as well. I don't know if we've ever seen one of them get destroyed. I feel like maybe we have. Oh gosh. Cut off a spoof. There. Nope, nope. Stick to the base. I feel like this side's getting shorter and shorter. What else is there? We arcing, yeah, we're arcing today. We're building orcs. Don't shoot this guy, he's full of explosives. Also, don't look under his arm too well, because his armor. This is what you get for ordering and expecting the Royal Mail to deliver to you. Or when you decide to, where you base what you're going to be streaming on what should be delivered in time rather than just streaming with what you've got. This would never happen if a Royal VAT postal service was tasked with your delivery. If a Royal VAT service was tasked with a delivery, you know what they'll do? They'd eat it because it's plastic. It's terrible. And what about the copper dice that I ordered? Bet you they'd eat them too. You know what? Let's give one of these dudes a grenade. We already sent 100 lawyers to your house. They got distracted by the cheese that litters the ground outside my house. But there's a big sign saying no touching my cheese. So I'm gonna sue all of you 100 lawyers. You really got yourself in it this time. Okay, time for the grenade. The grenada. Yeah, this boy's also very explosive. He's got a grenade. He's got a backpack full of ammunition. Maybe actually being the boy that gets to carry the ammunition isn't a punishment. Because that means you're also carrying like all the grenades. There we go. We have his shoot up in the air because he just doesn't care. Oh, got my shooter in the air because I just don't care. Also, because I'm giving him a mine. I was like, whoa, throw the mine. Oh, he's like, oh, it's so heavy, I can't be bothered moving it. You know, if the next time they got the boys release a pack of boys, they have to include this mine. Just because it's in that one cutscene from Dawn of War. Almost said Dawn God. And people love that scene. Where he slaps it on the side of a dreadnought and just blows it up. Copian, you will not get more arcs. Wait your turn. Ultramarines need their models first. No, when I said when, I was like, you know, in the long-term future. In the far, far future of 2198, when the orcs get the next miniature. Hi, Majid. How have you been? Long time no see. Sounds like my debacle with waiting for a hackathon. Aiko's thing to come, but nothing has happened yet. Oh. Nah, I think Arcs. Well, I don't know what to think at the moment, since everything I've thought recently has been proven to be wrong about doing what Games Workshop's planning, so... But because I was thinking of the next kill team, because we know that the kill team after the next one is going to be Sisters of Battle. The previous one was Deathwatch, so I expected the next kill team to be, you know, Grey Knight. So when you go Deathwatch, Grey Knight, Sisters of Battle, it's like the trio. But I do know also Inquisition. That would have been so perfect. Instead, no, it turns out it's Space Wolves. It's like, oh, okay, that wasn't what I expected at all. Grey Knights who will fate a new faction. Ha ha. You made that joke the other day too, Talan. Sounds good, considering I've gone ham printing some Grey Knights yourself, have you? It's... I don't know, I just feel like we needed more Grey Knights, you know? That would have been the perfect time as well to release some Grey... I mean, okay, for Space Wolves, maybe if they did need the Scouts back. And for stealth suits, yeah, we definitely needed new stealth suits. But all in all, I was expecting Grey Knights. It would have been perfect. And I'm kind of expecting or hoping that the next, like, edition, 11th edition, will bring us Orcs and Catachan in a starter set. I feel like that would just be so perfect. And it's two ranges that kind of need a refresh. Orcs, yeah, they did get a refresh relatively recently, but it was such a terrible refresh with push fit models that no one really liked. And they look cool, it's just that they're terrible for what Orc players would actually want. To the point that they didn't get rid of the models that they were meant to get rid of. They're like for Orc boys and building now. I mean, maybe Grey Knights in the next 11th edition. Maybe if they're going to be in the starters. I don't think so. I don't mind push fit sometimes. Like, the Necron Warriors are all push fit models, but they're really well done ones. Because it actually gives you options. You know, each model has 2 head options and 2 arm options. And that's like, okay, that's perfect. That's a perfect push fit set. And they're kind of cheaper for being push fit. I don't mind this. Remember how GW said this year was going to be Chaos year? Chaos got a lot of stuff. Also, Chaos year wasn't this year. It started last year and ended this year. And in that time, they did bring out a load of Chaos stuff, loads of Age of Sigmar stuff. Old World got the Chaos Warrior range back. And a bunch of new models with it. Each of the 4 factions got models and a codex during that time. Before Major. One's that is. There we go. You know, I'm giving this head to you. Yeah. I also got the new Chaos Knight model. Alongside... Look at him. His little stunty block. Let's put him next to a neophyte. No. GW actually said Year of Chaos, but it started last year and ended this year. It was like a financial Year of Chaos rather than a starts January, ends December thing. No, I don't want him to have that head. I want you to have that head. Also, Skaven got a big release set in that time as well. Which counts as Chaos now. Year of Chaos due to 4 Chaos Codexes. Please ignore the... No, it was for 4 Chaos Codex. It was a 4 Chaos Codexes. It was the Chaos Knights Codex, the Chaos Knight model, the entire Emperor's Children range. Yeah, fiscal Year of Chaos. Also, House Myth of Hashut came out afterwards. That wasn't in the Year of Chaos. So they don't count. Skaven in Age of Sigmar did come out in that year though. On top of that, Old World got a release of Chaos Warriors, including some new models, not just old ones coming back. And then there's a bunch of releases for Chaos in Age of Sigmar as well. So there was a lot of Chaos models, it's just that if you're only a 40k player, it didn't feel that big. If you're only an Age of Sigmar player, then only was half a Year of Chaos. And same with like that sort of stuff. If you played all of the different systems, you definitely felt the Year of Chaos. It didn't help though that it's like the Skaven stuff came out at the same time. A bunch of Stormcast stuff was announced. And there's a Death Guard. Holy frick, did they break the Death Guard? Yeah, the Death Guard are ridiculously overpowered.
Glory to Eos, GW most warm baby.
No, that's why I think things are different. Like, I really like the World Eaters Codex. Like, I look at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish we got this sort of stuff in the other ones. It did change people's playstyles with them, but still, they've got, like, have you seen your last cannons on your blooming Land Raiders? You're just rapid firing last cannons. And then you've got the ridiculous charge bonuses you get on your models. I don't know. I liked them. Emperor's Children, I was kind of disappointed by, if I'm entirely honest with you. Thousand Sons, they were fine. I really like the new robots that came out. To a point where I kind of wanted to get some and see what I could proxy from us. But I just couldn't figure out anything I wanted to proxy from for. Death Guard just seemed ridiculous still. Maybe they weren't as ridiculous as before. I'm not sure, but still, they just seem so strong for Death Guard. And that's always been the way of a Death Guard, I feel like. In Death Guard, top list being a shoot tier list is actually kind of funny because if you actually want to play Black Templar and win with them, you're best focusing more on shooting. Like, have you seen what Black Templar Eliminators can do and Phobos now? Due to the foul that you can take that gives all infantry units sticky and gives, oh, what does it give? Oh yeah, you can take actions in a turn you advance, I think it is. Or is it in turn you shoot? But then you've also got the fact that the Eliminators can move after the shoot. And you can also take a bunch of other bonusy stuff to them. And then you've got the Lieutenants. The Phobos Lieutenants can also give you move after you shoot. So it ends up giving you this just ridiculous army that just stickies all of the objectives and is just so incredibly quick and just constantly moving and shooting everywhere. And that's a Black Templar Codex for you. Well, that being said, Black Templar are the guys who stuck multi-motors on every single vehicle and just said YOLO. Which means impulses are kind of more worthwhile taking. And repulsors. That being said, they also did make the Black Templars broken in close combat. To a point that I completely... Oh no, the disappointing thing with Road Eaters for me was Angron. His stats just feel really underpowered. For who he's meant to be. And the other day, I did absolutely destroy Angron. I made him feel like Father Kane. Because Crusader went up. Angron was being screened by some... Well, not technically screened. He became screened by them because I shot them and they charged forward. But Angron moved up for Bard with some Berserkers following behind him. I put my Crusader with... my Marshal in Graphis armor, supported by 6 aggressors, up to meet them, and just charge right into Angron. Shoot! Because oh yeah, that's the thing. The Khan Berserkers moved in front of Angron after I shot Angron. After I shot them, sorry. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to do that. And they use some things, they always move 6 inches. Stratagem. I used a stratagem where I could move through for Khan Berserkers to then charge Angron. And my Marshal just absolutely destroyed him. It was horrible. And it was hilarious. Oh. Gosh, so how many attacks is it? They get 6 attacks normally. At strength... Oh no, 7 attacks. 5 of them at strength 10. 2 more at strength 7. And then they are 3 damage each. And re-rolling to hit. Basically re-rolling to wound. With lethal hits. It was kind of painful for Angron. I did roll a bit above average though, so that helped. I think the main reason why they're shooting this is the most competitive one is just how cheap Forge Fiends are for the World Eaters. Like, aren't World Eater Forge Fiends like 50 points less than for like anybody else's Forge Fiends? And they basically don't seem any worse. I don't know why they decided to make them 50 points cheaper than everybody else's. And you got your quad-firing glass cannons that I find absolutely hilarious. And your land raiders. They're pretty fun. World Eaters have the best Forge Fiend, which is just stupid. Yeah, that's the thing I don't get about it. Like, they just need to... If they up to prices on the Forge Fiend, I think the World Eaters list will start looking normal again. I mean, it's not the most surprising thing, though, because there's been plenty of times when Korn, in like through the games, has basically just gone, yes, I have the best shooting. Partly because you got the thing of, you know, when they brought out the school cannons and stuff like that. But yeah. It is a bit silly for that thing. I don't really like what they did with the Forge Fiends. They should fix it. But they're probably not going to for a while. This isn't garden variety bad design, it's advanced bad design. Yeah. Seriously don't know what they're thinking with it. I think they made it cheaper just because it's not quite as good as other Forge Fiends, but they just really too underpointed it. Maybe it's just to get all of the World Eater players just buying Forge Fiends because they're not selling enough of them. What other units that you have? Is it the Mauler Fiend that's a bit more expensive than other ones, but the Mauler Fiend's not actually necessarily better than other factions Mauler Fiends? Or at least not that many points worth better. No, if they wanted to sell from... No, everyone else already has Forge Fiends. They need to sell it to the World Eaters. Is it bad across all factions? I guess it is because it's big. That's its main downside. But I don't know. I don't think the Mauler Fiend is terrible, though. Like, it's a very good distraction Carnifex. 5+ invulnerable save. Toughness, is it 10? And something like 13 wounds. It's a really tough beast for 130 points in a normal Chaos Space Marine army. And then it can just pump out a hell of a lot of attacks and do a hell of a lot of damage. So it's just a really big, sort of scary threat that can absorb quite a bit of damage. Toughness 10, 5++, 12 wounds. And it's got 3+ normal save as well. So it's not the worst thing ever. It's very good as a... I think it's a very good distraction Carnifex, especially since it's quick. The attacks are surprising and underwhelming. Yeah, for Lasher Tendrils, for your thing about the Lasher Tendrils, is that they're designed to just help you deal with, like, if someone charges 20 gaunts at you, it's so that you're not just going to be stuck fighting gaunts the rest of the game. It's so that they can actually cut through them. The main attack is your main melee attack, which is significantly more powerful, which is one of the reasons why I decided to settle on putting the Marla Fiend in my main Chaos Army. Because I was originally thinking just going for Hellbrute. But then I was just looking at the stats, I'm like, yeah, for Hellbrute, it's smallest, but it's not as fast. And it's just not going to deal with tanks and big things very well. And if it does get caught up by a swarm, it's not going to cut through them very well either. 5+ attacks on Fist and 6 attacks on Lasher Tendrils. Yeah, that's pretty decent though. Especially, like, I play with the... Oh, what do they call it? Fanatic cults or whatever. So it's Mark of Selenesha, it gets sustained hits. Is it sustained hits or is it lethal hits? I think it's sustained. I might be lethal. I think it's one or the other. Either way, that helps it become way more dangerous than it otherwise would be. And it's on a 5+ critting, so that's nice. Sustained on 5s. Yeah, that's it. Sustained on 5s, which is pretty good on a Mauler Fiend. But the thing is, it then does D6 plus, is it 1 or +2 damage? Which is, and it's strength 14 with its main fist attack. But that generally makes it quite useful. Especially for 130 points, and especially since it gets an extra boost to its speed. D6 +1, basically melee last cannons. Yeah, that's really good. I mean, I'm comparing to the likes of a Hellbrute. Maybe, okay, if you go for a Predator might just be better. Because it's 135 points of a last cannon Predator. And that one is... Well, it gives you 3 last cannons. One of them's twin linked at strength 14. It's only AP -2, which can be underwhelming. I guess that is underwhelming. Since most of the targets you want to use smaller fiends against will have either 5++ anyways, or 2+. Yeah. It's still going to be very decent. And the main thing is it's cheap in normal Chaos Space Marines. Like, if you're looking at what to replace it with, you're replacing it either with a Hellbrute, which is not going to be able to pump out the same amount of damage. I mean, okay, you can go for the Plasma Cannon arm and just mostly use it for shooting. It's going to be okay at it. But it's also going to be much weaker and much slower. As in, like, it gets killed way easier. The alternative as well is the going for Predator, which is more expensive, but it's not going to pump out as much. It's not going to... I don't think a Predator's quite as tough or as powerful. Like, it's easier to kill and it's just as big. It's not going to be as scary either for a lot of players. What were the World Eaters gimmicks before Forge Fiends? Melee. Yeah, they basically created just blobs of corn berserkers and threw at the enemy. And that was the entire way you played it. Which now they've got more variety in. I think that's what Games Workshop wanted. They wanted to put more variety into World Eaters. But now you kind of, if you want to see a competitive list, it's just 3 Forge Fiends. I strive for 20 Swords of a Win. Bubbles have been chucked in the bin, many such... No, they weren't chucked... I hope they weren't chucked in. They better not be. I'm waiting for my delivery. It's hopefully will arrive tomorrow, but I don't know when. I'm gonna hope that at next... I'm gonna hope on Tuesday we can do a handcam stream for the bubble chuckers. No, World Eaters have less variety. Didn't they just make Exalted 8-bound really good again? Or say worth getting. And 8-bound are pretty good. And the other thing that they did though for them, and this is something I don't see utilised too often, is that if you put a Lord and a Juggernaut of a Lord ENvtuber in a squad of 20 Berserkers, they get a 10-inch move. And it's like, yeah, 10-inch move on Berserkers. That's insane. So we're being built instead of these guys. We built 10 orcs. I don't know. I got no other orc stuff to build. I ordered a bunch of it. I even ordered this thing called the Iron Reich Orc Commando or something because it kind of looks like a really good war boss for commando unit, which I've been looking for. They nerfed Outbound and gave them a leader to compensate. Didn't they just like upgrade for 8-bound with the last update? Or the Exalted one? Yeah, 8-bound when I was looking at them, I was because I've been looking at what to add to my list and stuff. I was like, oh, okay. They're not amazing. The main thing I definitely see is melee blobs with large juggernauts in. 8-bound on board land raiders with the quad blast cannons. And supported by Forge Fiends. Mauler Fiends I don't think are worth taking at the moment because in Chaos Space Fiends, I think Mauler Fiends are definitely worth it. In World Eaters, they're like 140 or 150 points or something, and it's just not worth it for the extra points because they're not that much stronger. Wait, 10-inch move. Yeah, 20 Berserkers can get a 10-inch move if you put a Lord and Juggernaut in for a unit. Do you not know that? They updated for Lord Juggernaut and the ENvtuber so that any unit you add them into gets the same movement as the Lord does. So there's actually a reason to put it in the unit now. Yeah. Thanks for being a member 12 months.
Year milestone. Time for a colour swap.
Yeah, I am going to be doing a colour swap soon. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that. And I really like the... I don't really like the entire blessings thing because honestly I just find it too confusing. Oh my gosh, I remember the 13s too.
Good one up, M8.
Cupcake.
Remember to be using your cupcake magic responsibly, and thank you for both of you being members for so long. Yeah. They basically made 100 Berserker Tide a staple. Yeah, I think generally Berserker Tide is pretty good. Exalted 8-bound I think are meant to be more supporting you. Not Exalted, normal 8-bound are meant to be more of a supporting unit due to their aura effect. I think they're generally best if you put them on like a land raid or something at the moment. What else is there? Jackals are really good. I really like them. Because they get the entire sticky objectives. And what else do the Jackals get to do that other units don't get to do? Oh no, they're actually really decent as cultist units. Like, they can actually do damage. Oh my goodness! Welcome, Strive420 to book
Cupcake, yay!
Thank you for becoming a cupcake apprentice. Strive 420.
Thank you. Yee. You have to use your cupcake magic with responsibility now. Strive420. And when the Berserkers Marine got to fight twice, that was mean. Oof. They still have the ability to fight even if you destroy them. Yeah, with cupcake magic comes great cupcake responsibility. You can turn people into cupcakes. You can conjure more cupcakes. Just don't eat the cupcakes. 8th edition Berserkers were awesome. You don't have self-control. Oh no, me neither. Fighting twice per phase is glorious.
I'm using my magic for good. Greater good.
Yeah, use it for the greater. Wait, you're not allowed to be a Tau here. Fire the missile. Why is it not working? There's not enough Archie belief. Like the stream to give more Archie belief to them.
Has frosting on face.
No!
Did you send the free members this month?
I did on the very first of the month. Yeah. Doom. Oh, we'll be doing a member stream this week on Wednesday. I might be doing a member stream where we're just trying to collect Lord Defeat traits with Cetra. And I might be doing a little bit of teleporting Cetra about to collect them. Oh, gosh. Cheater. I might do a little bit of that. I'm not sure. But I mean, trying to collect 20 defeat traits on a single character is really difficult. I can't remember what the defeat trait limit is. So I might... Like, I thought the trait limit was 20 or something. And that would be, like, impossible to get. You're cheating like a deranged gambler. No, you're cheating like a deranged gambler. Oh my gosh, this is like magic plastic. I tried dropping it and it's like... Like, look at that. It's just... Like, okay, it's on that finger. Push it off. Push it off. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? It actually fell. Never try to tie up 8th Corn Berserkers. They will not die. Ghost Marines then fight you. Then fight you again. Yeah, it does not sound fun to play against, if I'm entirely honest. Oh, no, it's happened again. Stop it. Stop. It's... Darn, it's on my thumb there. No. Off. It's on the thumb. Okay. Okay, did it go away? It went here. Okay, pick up. Carefully. It's like picking up a dangerous weapon. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I feel like the ones that got really hurt by the chaos, by the new codexes, though, was... I mean, what's the Emperor's Children? Because they don't get access
it's in your ear now.
No, it's here. It's here. Thankfully, it doesn't like sticking to metal quite as well. I'm finally doing seam sculpting on my first set of no turning back paints. Parts, sorry. Oh gosh, I wish you luck. I wish you luck. Oh gosh, why is my commands not working? Oh yeah, have you seen? I figured out, right, how to get my model so that when you turn my model off, it keeps the arms as they are right now. Like when you turn me into a banana or a cat or something, and then I come back, I don't have to reset my arms. Yuck! Oh, what am I going to build for? I mean, we could build this guy. But I'm still thinking about just saving him for when I've got a better idea for my homebrew chapter. No, don't turn me into a banana. No, Cuptle, stop eating me. No. No. What else can we build? I'm looking. I've got no Archie stuff to build. And we could start doing some conversions. Oh, if I don't have half a mod, because I bought a bunch of like conversion parts as well online. Yeah. Because I wanted to get some like sentinels and stuff converted. So, okay. let's get... I would do painting, but all my paints are like... I need to like set up my space for painting. And the only models I've got undercoated properly are in the attic right now. Oof. Okay, we could build Saturnine models, as in some tactical marines, some for Horus Heresy. I've got Mechanicus models, like this dude. Oh, look at him. Skitari Marshal. And also, like, a combat patrol. Just seeing a model on sale, $380, but I want it. It's the 2,450 part model. Ooh, nice. That sounds like it would take forever to build. I've also got this combat patrol, that's pretty cool. Like, it's got Skitari Rangers in, with a cool plasma cavalier thing. And it's got an engine seer. And then it's got for parts for an Onager, a crab, and then some Cataphon destroyer guys. Big servitors with big guns. I learnt about the torsion cannon the other day. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want the torsion cannon. Look at that big old base that you're not going to get around the table. The more complicated it is, the more I'm into. I mean, honestly, that makes sense. I can imagine why. Paints are myth on this channel, it's just paper-fold ruses. Hey, we spent so many months painting 21 marines. And they came out kind of looking okay. I cast Bodicular Torsion. Which one is a torsion cannon? Do you think that one's a torsion cannon? Pretty cool model. Oh. Here we go. Move this big old box. The Firefen Spearhead Indomitus thing. Oh. I got the Indomitus box still. Blinding light! What are you working on today? We were building these 10 guys, sorry. Now we're working on something else. You know, since I got some parts out already, let's work on getting some of these guys built up. 10 Black Templar Infernus Marines. Oh my gosh, I've got so many Infernus Marines. Oh wait, I need bases. Okay, Infernus. Not those bases. Oh no, yeah, the Infernus Marines are on push fit basis, aren't they? Because I forgot the push fit models. which makes them a bit difficult to convert. That's not the correct base. Okay, that's 5 push. How many is there? 4, 5, 9. I need 1 more push fit base. And it's here. There we go. 10 push fit bases. I've got some bits over here for turning them into Black Templari models. Now I just need to find some of my other spare Black Templar parts. That could work here. Oh gosh, that's a completely wrong box. That's the fantasy box. And by fantasy box, I mean it's full of fantasy parts, as in Old World and Age of Sigmar. Because there's no such thing as Age of Sigmar, it's all just Warhammer Fantasy. We never got rid of Warhammer Fantasy. I live in the real world, and the real world is what I make of it. Okay, here we go. These look like really good... I've got hair in there. These look like really good parts, like the front of a killer can or something, don't they? Age of Sigmar isn't fantasy enough. Take that back, heretic! It's not. It doesn't have square bases. At least for more of Age of Sigmar models, I've got loads of spare square bases now. Round bases, sorry. Oh, look at this. Chaos Terminator body. Big old hammer. Missile! Assault cannon. I'm looking for flamethrowers. That's the main thing I'm looking for. Is this it? That's not a Templar flamethrower. Huh. Looks like some sort of melter bomb there. The model I'm working on came with a second armor that I get to do some practice doing damage melting. Doing damage of things and art I still lack. The practice is awesome. Yes. And I know a lot of people, like when it comes to Imperial Knights, they're always like, yes. Spare armor pieces to practice paints on. And to practice doing drilling stuff on and stuff. Templar flamethrower. I don't know how many spare flamethrowers I've got in here, mind you. Because he already used a bunch of spare flamethrowers. Fire blasters. Oh no, that's all I wanted to do. Yeah, my main Templar squad, I decided to take the Pyre Blasters out and turn into Power Fists. Yeah. So these two guys are coming into the Pyre Blaster squad we're building, and 2 of the Pyre Blasters will turn into Power Fist models for Crusader squad. Too bad most of the Age of Sigmar is on smaller bases. You say that, but I got the Age of Sigmar trolls or troggoths, and they come on really big bases. I think it's 50mm basis, and it's too big for like half of the models. But I've actually been really happy that I've got lots of spare 25mm bases since Guardsman, Cultists, and all sorts use them. Well, this is a cool bolt gun. Oh, that's a Chaos bolt gun. That's the same flamer we saw before. Heavy stubber, that's painted. Oh my gosh, painted model pieces in here? Yeah, I found some of my old model parts. Heavy stubber, that's not painted. Heavy flavor. Oh, Chaos shoulder pad. Shield. Old model parts are best for kit bashing, yes. Weird shoulder pad from something. My hair. Big old drum, big old drums.
For every painted part, 200 more will be unpainted.
Don't say that. No, is this Tigerius? That's Tigerius' staff. Poor Tigerius. And it's true what you just said. Every painted part, more will be unpainted. I keep saying, okay, that's it, I don't need any more models. And then the Games Workshop keeps saying, hey, look at this cool model. And then I'm like, you know, you drive a hard bargain. That's old. That's normal. Like, why did they feel the need to release whatever they released? The Fellblade. Don't they know that I'm not going to be able to resist the urge to buy a Fellblade? That's a cool head. Oh, bowler cuts. Neophyte heads. Oh, that's the head I wanted. There we go. Yeah, boring head. Boring head. Here's spacey wolf parts. I got lots of heavy, not heavy bolt, just bolt rifles. Very nice. You know, that's a Marshall head. That could be. Actually, I don't like it. It looks weird. Chaosy head. It's all blurry though. I have a game scheduled in an hour, so I gotta go. Goodbye, sunshiny rays. I wish you luck in your game. Look, another painted piece. Oh, that's terrible stuff there. Oh, now that's a cool head. I want that one. Like, I'm gonna have an unhelmeted head. It's gonna be a cool one. Now, I don't think there's any more heavy. Pyre Blaster. Yes, Black Templar Pyre Blaster. Just as I gave up hope, they dragged me back in. You know, that's exactly what Games Workshop's like with me. It's what do they call it? Abusive relationship. But I just keep coming back for more. Just as I thought I was out, they drag me back in. Okay, now that's a cool set of pieces. And I don't really have any spare Black Templar heads anymore, or spare shoulder pads. So what I'm gonna have to do is open up another box off. Because I've still got 4. I got this randomly. I've still got 4 unopened boxes of Primaris Crusader squads. Nah, Grey Templars. Oh gosh. Everything's in my way. Moving, 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 moving and moving. Sword breath with Primaris Crusader squad, yeah! Oh gosh, something just landed on my foot and I felt it, but I don't know what it was. It was a base. Why are the bases loose in here? There's a base loose amongst its goose. Okay, we want shoulder pads. And some spare Templar heads. And we also want to take the Power Fist from this kit, because these 40 Black Templars are being built with Fire Blasters. Because they're part of what I call the Mobile Battalion, which is 2 Mastodons, 80 Black Templar. There's 2 squads of 20 that have Power Fists in, and one's led by a Chaplain, the other is led by an Ancient. And then you've got 2 squads of 20 that have Pyre Blasters. And the idea is that the Pyre Blasters give covering fire to the squad of 20 that have the Power Fists. The Templars were villains in real life too. Actually, no, they weren't entirely villains. In many regards, yes, they were. In some regards, not really. Like, they got excommunicated from the church, but that's because a lot of people owed them money. So instead of, rather than paying it, they're just like, hey, you know what? Maybe we should just call them traitors and heretics and, you know, eliminate them, so we don't have to pay back our debts. No, the Templars invented, like, I say they invented, they didn't invent banking, they reintroduced banking to Europe, which meant that, as for banks, a lot of people ended up owing them money. Well, that being said, the Templar also did a lot of horrific things. Because, you know, they were founded in the Crusades, and if you know anything about the Crusades, that was not a very nice time. And the things people did on Crusade were very horrific. But funny enough, when people are calling them for bad guys, that's often not the stuff they're talking about. Do. Yeah. No, I'm thinking I'll do instead. Because these guys are so plain, I don't think a Power Fist person should be plain. Instead of Pyre Blasters or anything. Or even a Power Fist. Because as I said, 2 of these guys are going to have to replace Power Fists. We'll build 2 Power Fists from this squad. And we'll just turn these into normal Templar for this squad. Yeah. Didn't they also create geometry? No. The Templars did a lot of things, but most of it was just reintroductions rather than inventing of anything. Like, they didn't invent banking. Romans had already brought banking to Europe before. And plenty of other groups around the world were doing banking. It's just fair for ones who would eventually reintroduce it. Ah, here we go. Will these guys be Black Templar? Yes. If I'm building Space Marines, unless they're Chaos Space Marines, they're Black Templars. I'm thinking about maybe doing a slow burning side project that's going to be for the Psychic Force. I'm kind of going to... Because they've released these Space Wolf Scouts that have a Psyker in the unit, or looks like they might have a Psyker in the unit, I might just wait to see what the Space Wolves are like. With the new rules. And I think they might just use Space Wolf rules for them. So yeah, we've already got 2 of them. Black Templars.
Nobody likes Space Marines.
What? Everyone loves Space Marines. Hi, Character Girland. And by everyone loves Space Marines, I love Space Marines. I'm not actually a biggest fan of Space Marines. I'm not even the biggest fan. I'm not a big fan of the men Black Templars or how the Black Templars are seeming to just be codified into one of their stereotypes. More and more. I'm a big fan of the Templars who were Monty Python references. Bring me a shrubbery. It feels like Dark Angels have stolen all of the Monty Python references from the Black Templar now, though. You know what? Lift up your arm. Rah! No, lift it up further. Rah! Yeah, now that's how you swing a chainsword. Wait, those are the Helldivers? Yeah, there's a bit too many Smurfs, maybe. Although it does look like that the Smurf models, the new ones, aren't going to be released for a while. It looks like the release date's being pushed forward, but it looks like they hadn't been planning to release them and announce them for a while. Similar to the Nightbringer model. And the Nightbringer kill team. Okay, I need to get another box of stuff.
How about
now.
a nice cup of Liber tea? Yeet's grenade at the bug hole.
Liberty, yeah! Okay, what do I want here? I've actually grown fond of these shoulder pads recently. And I've got a lot of them. Like, at first, I was actively trying to avoid using them, so I just got lots of these shoulder pads from the Horus Heresy range. Well, I've actually become a bit fond of them since I painted one of them. I was like, you know what, that actually looks kind of cool. So I'm going to include it, especially for the guys who'll be purple shoulder padded like this guy will be. I then give him a Templar head. Where are all the Templar heads? I'll give us some here. Yeah. Makes sense that the night theme would go to the Dark Angels. The Lion was the leader of a planet full of knightly orders. True. Well, they used to share it, and you can still see a lot of a night theme with the Black Templars, with the fact that they have squires. With the neophytes. And the fact that they have melee, their main units are all melee specialists and stuff. There we go. Okay, his head's a bit too far turned around there. Yeah, there you go. It's like, I'm gonna smack your head in with my chainsaw. Wah, ba, 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 ba. Caliban being the knightly world of no Imperial Knights somehow. Ah, well. House Mortem was doing the fighting great beasts in the Dark Forest thing anyway. Yeah. You know. Something. Okay, 27:31. Is that correct? I mean, maybe. 27. Where's 28? Okay, 28's that part. Let's save him. Let's go 3. And what part is number? That's 1. And 2 is the head. Okay, that's fine. Let's cut that bit of arm off here. Isn't it odd that you take the number 710 and flip it over, you get oil? No! Why would it be odd? Oh my god, America, heck yeah! Element 710. Oh! I didn't see the Element 710 comment. Sometimes my chats get a bit dirty and I have to look at a different one to see comments I might have missed. That's just how chat works sometimes. YouTube. Actually, I find the best chat that usually works the best is if I just look at the one that's on OBS. So, you know, for one just there. That one never misses chat. Actually, I say it never misses it. I've not seen it miss it. It probably does miss it. Okay, let's get power sword. No, chainsword. Chainsword. yeah, on you. And then... what do I want? Bolt pistol. This one, yeet. I think they got plenty of spare chainswords and bolt pistols and stuff, so I don't have to worry about accidentally using them up. Which is a thing. Is element 710 from Helldivers? Or is that for one from Starship Troopers? I think they have something like that. But for bugs produce something useful. I'm currently diving. This is gonna hurt. Oh no. E710 is Helldivers. Oh, okay, that makes sense why it's oil. So the shooty arm fell off. But of course it would. It's a shooty arm. You don't need shooties, you need chainsawies. We're not building orcs, but we're building the next best. We're building burner boys, you know. Look, it's just a really weird looking burner boy. A bit more armor than you'd expect. And smaller hands. And a smaller face. And for a bit cleaner. Chainsaw! Actually, that looks kind of cool. Just him going, by the power of Grayskull. That's it, isn't it? By the power of Grayskull. Shiva says something similar. Okay, where's your backpack? It's here. He-Man. The only thing I know about He-Man, I think my brother liked He-Man. I like She-Ra. I liked the remake of She-Ra too. My favourite character is Intraptor? That's her name, Intraptor. And, well, the only thing is I know for Mem, where he goes, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't even do the voice very well. And that I actually watched the original He-Man. There's another I thought there was only the original He-Man. I never knew they made more. Like, all I know is that weird meme. Hi, Sorrow! It's been here a while now. Cupcake, yay!
It been a while, how we doing, _Cup Conjuror.
It has been a while, but thank you for being here. Thanks for being a cupcake mode for a month. Yeah. It's going. Well, it's going. I can give you that much information. It's going somewhere. Exactly where, I don't know. Exactly how, where the wind blows. Oh, there he is. By the power of Grayskull. That's not how he says it. Same as the original Lord of the Rings cartoon. I've seen bits of that. Mostly because I just like the singing. You know, for orcs, they're very nice singers of the orcs. I don't want to work today, but the power of a whip says nay, nay, nay. Something like that. You're doing all right, thanks. Yeah. I hope you use your cupcake magic responsibly. Okay, why is there so many different base sizes in here? Oh, you got 6 normal bases, 1 small base, 1 big base, and then there should be 4 small bases in here. 3. Oh, there it is. It's at the very back. There's been about 3 to 4 different versions. Oh. I only thought there was like 1 series and it's the one that gets memmed about all the time. Badunk. Okay, now to make the Power Fist Marines. Original was unique because it was drawn over live performances. Ooh, it was rotoscope. I think Gumball does some of that stuff still. Or did. Rather. I love rotoscoping. I've tried that in real life. It is not as easy as it looks. Although it is still far easier than creating stuff from scratch. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. Okay, 2 and 1 is here. Two and 1 are going to go with 3 and 4. Okay, that works. I just want to make sure I'm getting one that looks specific, you know, decked out enough to be armed with a Power Fist. With a tabard. I was looking at buying tabards online, but then it was like £7 for 5 of them. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to need a lot of tabards. If I want to do that, I might as well just green stuff it. Okay, so that piece goes there, and it goes with this piece. And then it's got piece number 5 here. And piece number 6 here. Yeah! So these aren't push fit models, so they're held together by glue mostly. There we go. And then this piece wants to join a similar piece. Like that. There we go. Oh, leggy legs. And then we go da 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 da. Leggy legs. Oh gosh, I should have not put that piece on first. Because this piece needs to go underneath it. But it's fine. Because the glue's not set yet. Ugh. There we go. There we go. Yeah. And then this is what I forgot to do on my original Black Templars. Can we see it here a little bit? Oh, from not having all of that, from half that thing at the side. That bit of armor. As I didn't realize it was important. I don't want to go to work today. Have a whip this. Of a lash of a whip says nay, nay, nay. You know, you never thought you'd relate to one of Saruman's arcs. But then you hear a song about not wanting to go to work today, and you're like, you know, maybe we've misjudged these fellows. Need to spray my next set of parts. Be back in about an hour. Goodbye, Strive 420. It was nice having you here. Lash of a whip says nay, nay, nay. Wait, Lord of the Rings talks. Yeah, I was talking about, do you know, the Lord of the Rings cartoon where they were singing and the orcs are singing about not wanting to go to work today. With a lash of a whip says nay, nay, nay. And it's like, what? It's something like that. It's a song that I just listened to on YouTube once, and then twice, and then a few times, and then YouTube wouldn't stop recommending it to me. Oh, now it's stuck in my head again, though. The Dawn song. There we go. The old anime was unique. It's definitely something, anyway. It's definitely got its own quirk and charm, I think. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. Okay, that's not 7. Okay, I don't really think it matters which piece I use. That's fine. We'll use this piece on his side. And then I think let's find a different shoulder pad rather than these ones. I grew up in that time. The early 80s were comical musicals. Yeah, I grew up in the 80s. That's like my brother. Actually, I don't know if he was, I don't think he was that old. He might have been. He's a lot older than me. I can't actually remember what age he is. I'm not good with things like birthdays and dates and ages and names. Actually, I'm not good with anything that people need me to remember. Don't ask me to remember anything. Okay, whatever. We'll put this one away. You're a Gemini dragon. Oh, Gemini dragon. Whoa. No idea what I am. A Pisces rat. Dragon. Tiger. What are the other ones? Oh. I'm trying to remember. A crab. What's the other fish one? Aquarius. And yeah, I'm not good at those things. I remember Pisces because fish. And I remember the other one I can't say in YouTube because it's a word I can't say in YouTube. Fun times, you know. Sounds cool. It does sound cool. Oh yeah, and then obviously Gemini, dragons. Oh, this is one of the ones where I can put little candles on his back. Oh, I'm gonna put candles on your back, dude. You've got to get hot wax all down the back of your spine. It's got to be annoying. It's going to take you weeks to get that out. Which piece is it that does that? Oh, candles, yeah. I feel like Gemini Dragon comes with special ninjutsu. But you better be using your special ninjutsu for the greater good of all cupcakes everywhere. There we go. Look at him. He's a power fisty dude. He's gonna punch somebody. Do 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 do. Punch somebody. Do no 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 no. Punch him good. Yeah yeah yeah. Punch him good. Do do do. Okay, 13. And 12. Goes with 15, and where's first 14? Okay, gotta get some prep work done. Yeah! And thanks for the headbutts and emoji stuff. So, bye-bye, Strife. Happy having you here. 14. Maybe this guy will have helmetless. You know, maybe we'll do a dreaded unhelmeted power fisty dude. You know, if anyone never die, it's just the superpower of Space Marines. Don't give them a helmet, they'll pass every save. Give them a helmet, they'll fail every save. Oh my gosh, doubled stalker nest again. No! Is that good or bad? Should I be shouting no or yay? I need some guidance here. Okay, 16 and 17's here. Nice. Da, 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 na, na. Da, na, 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 da, na, 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 na. Making Space Marines. Because I didn't get my couples today, which I'm really sad about. Oh, I was so excited for my bubble chuckers. I was gonna chuck so many bubbles. I kind of want to make a project of actually turning a bubble chucker into a working bubble gum. Like, that would be really cool, but I don't really know how to do that. Well, I do. Hollow out for plastic, put a little bubble blower machine inside it. But I'm not really that good at tech stuff with my hands. Real quick way to turn a solo dive into a quick return to Super Destroyer? Oh no. That doesn't sound very fun. You know, why do they do all the diving? Can't they just obliterate everything from orbit? Isn't that a useful tactic they've got? Why do they need to dive? I mean, you could ask the exact same question of why do Space Marines do the stuff they do? And it's like, well, because the Imperium sucks. Is that the same thing? Does Super Earth actually suck? Reference, they are like the Lictor, but you are a guardsman or a siren at best. But Lictors are so easy to kill. All you do is give them a bit of a shooty pow bow. A little shooty pow wow, but down, shoot them up, ba-da-na-na-na. I think you're just being a coward. Super Earth will not be impressed with you. You need to just fight back. Get good. I'm joking, by the way. I was not... the Lictors weren't as bad as the Ravners, mind you. I was not a fan of the Ravners. When we were playing, what's it called? Space Marine. I could send Ravners after you. It's mean. Okay, which one of these is the bolt gun hand I'm looking for? I think maybe it's just power sword. Yeah, I think that's just for power swords. Oh, there's 3 Space Marines here, so it means there must be at least 3. Oh no, I did build 3 of them, didn't I? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yep, we used all 3 of the bolt pistols on this set of sprues. Oakley dokley, just go on to the next set of sprues then. And I don't want that bolt pistol because I just used that from the other power first. Let's go with this one. Na 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 na. Okay. Oh no, that is literally... No, it's not. What I'm thinking is, you should be shooting the air like a Texan from what's it called? I want to see you deal with 2 lictors as a solo marine. Tell me how it goes. I killed them both with a multi-melter. Can you not even get bots as a Helldiver to support you? Is that sad if you can't? Like even in Deep Rock Galactic. You've got the drone to support you. And the drone's pretty good support, actually. It's very useful for mining places where you can't reach as well as shooting the enemy up. Yeah, this guy's just gonna go juggernaut smashing at people. Yeah. Juggernaut run. The most you get is a little robo companion, except it would take up the backpack slot, which I need for my anti-tank. That sucks. You know, you just convinced me to never play. Helldivers. I'm joking with you, but I wasn't really going to play it anyway. Juggernaut at them. Also, I've just realised I forgot to add the little things on the side. Again. Okay, where are they? Oh, there's one here. And there is one here. Do, 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 do. Apparently EA has been bought. I'm wondering I'm hoping with EA being bought, what's actually going to happen is that the company that's bought them is just going to want to sell off all of their like valuable assets and then just scrap EA, which would be good for the world. The world would be a better place without EA around. I'm hoping what that means is that games like Spore, SimCity, and The Sims might actually get some really good, you know, proper releases. If they get sold to decent companies that actually know what to do with them. I mean, obviously that's just being hopeful, but still. It would be nice to see. There we go. So this shoulder goes on his other shoulder. Okay, so these 2 Power Fisty Marines are actually going into the squad. But he actually looks pretty cool like that. And he's got his helmet there. Going into a squad I've already built and I just stole 2 pyroblasters from. Yeah. Just dropped him. There we go. Isn't the country like... Yeah. And I don't know if it... Was it... I thought it was a Saudi Arabian company. But maybe it was Saudi Arabia. I don't really think they're going to do anything right or better with EA if they don't just sell it off. So I'm hoping kind of that they just sell EA off and that's it. They just sell all of its assets to companies that might actually... Oh yeah, by the way, I've got my lean. Oh no, I didn't make my lean better. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't save it. Whatever. So maybe I'm incorrect about that. Might be state or royal family owned company. I'm just hoping it's one of those things if they just sell it off and we can actually get the company doing decent stuff again. Or maybe not the company, but do you know, like, I really like the Sims game. It's just I really hate EA. Not a big fan of what's it called either, mind you, but still. That being said, I've been excited. I say excited. I've been hopeful before when companies have been bought up that, you know, maybe this means maybe something good can come out of this. And then nothing did come out from it. That was good anyway. Like, if they just keep EA functioning, I'm pretty sure EA will just be as bad, if not worse than ever before. And now it will just be funding some Saudi Arabian oil baron, which will not be nice. Do, 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 do. There we go. Yeah, I thought it was bought up by a private equity firm though, which is why I was hopeful that it might get sold off. Alright, its assets might get sold off. There you go. There's some Saudi prince who is also a massive weed. I think AA has been made private and taken on a lot of debt from purchases. They may sell off a franchise to recoup the money. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm just hopeful for. Okay, 9, 12. This Pyroblast I can't really do a lot with because I'll have to cut off an entire section of the body if I wanted to replace that arm. So I might as well just make it the normal Pyroblaster. It's not even one with a cool purity seal, it's sad. Oh, there we go. Sims is the best game. Well, Sims isn't the best game, but I do like Sims. Sims was like one of my first proper, I say first proper games. I like really liked the idea of Sims and stuff, and Sims City was like a game we had on the PC. So it was one of my first proper games, Sims City. Then when I got a PSP, it came with Sims 3, and I was like, this isn't the Sims I know. And was kind of disappointed by that. Do. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, what else do I want? I want a head to get ahead of the game. Oh, what? Oh yeah, Pyroblast has made me think the Flaming Wolves I was hypothesizing would be Firewolf Demons and Flame them out to Affinity. Thus, we taking Space Wolves Frost Affinity and going, nope, fire. Yeah, I am thinking about doing for my psychic force. Wolves to represent like the little fire dragony demons that support them. And if you could convert and paint up, do you know, those Age of Sigmar little dragon doggo hippogriff things. Demigriffs. And also you got the new what are they called? Oh, what are they called? The new scouts for the Space Wolves, which apparently has a Psyker in the unit. I'm not sure if that's going to be a Psyker or if the Rune Priest is going to be its own model. It's on a 32mm base, so I'm guessing it's not its own model. It's going to be part of the unit. Also, I just remembered, website next week. Oh yeah, it's coming. The Iron Fists are finally coming next week. Look at them. Look at, I kind of want that model. I'm probably not going to get it. I'm going to get 2 of these though. I want the Heavy Intercessors. I want the Servo Turrets. I want the Tech Priests. Tech Marines. Not going to get this one because I don't know what I'm going to do with him. And I've already got too many bikes. I got 9 of them in a black and 3 ATVs. Wait, why does it say 3 captains? 1, 2. Oh, the jump pack. I'm definitely going to get one of them. Those are pretty cool dice for both of them. I like the Iron Hands dice. Harlequin Combat Patrol coming. Pretty good Combat Patrol. Not that many models, but pretty decent still. Oh my gosh, the Red Gobbo! Oh my god, you can get squiggly shoes! Oh my gosh, wouldn't demigriffs? No, not for demigriffs. There's some like little doggy ones that are cool. Oh, and you can get a squig bauble. I might have to get some of this. Oh my goodness. Oh, is that like a mouse mat or something? No, a keyboard and mouse mat. Oh my gosh, is that a little chaos symbol and server? Oh my gosh, I'll show you a little. Oh, and for the key ring. Oh, purity. Oh, pure. Have they actually waxed it? Can you melt them and like stick them to stuff? Squeakpers. Yes, Squeakpers. Oh, look at it. Oh my gosh, little. Look at the little Christmas. That one barely even looks Christmas. This one, definitely Christmas. Yeah, without a seat tainted it. Oh, this one's Christmas. Oh, look, Space Wolf Jumper. And honestly, I'm not sure. Stormcast Eternals. What's this? Purity Seal badge. Oh, it's a badge. I'm guessing it pins in. Space Wolf. Realm of Soulbite Gravelords. Oh, that's cool. Drop Site Massacre. Oh, the Drop Site Massacre's dropping. John, I thought this said it was a French version of it because it said John French there. Oh, look, bubbly pads. Hi, Mercury. Smiling faces sometimes you've been listening to. Good song. So Blight, apparently Yeet. So Blight. The Dead Black Sands of the Ergo Depression. Oh my gosh, that's... Spear of Ultramar. I guess that's MP3 only. Dreadwing. And... German version of Death Welder. Oh... Wait, what's this? Is not an exaggeration. We need to now find for asterisk where it says this is not an exaggeration. With plenty of time before Christmas. Oh, it's so cool. I'm so excited. He came back from stream where someone relies too heavily on trends. Oh, I hope you enjoy Sophia. What is it where it says I need to find for asterisk? I don't see it anywhere. I don't know. This is why I was tired to a point that I couldn't communicate on stream at all. Okay. Well, I hope you've had some good rest. And you enjoy yourself. I mean, I could control F and, you know, I'm controlling F and asterisk. Control F. 8. Okay, here. Lawmaster pays homage to the King of Kings, Terror Living Underworld, Lord of the Earth, Monarch of the Sky, and 100 other titles. Asterisk. This is not... Oh, okay, that's Cetra's titles. It's talking about... They're talking about Cetra. Oh, Cetra the Imperishable. And he's fighting for Border Princes. Oh, this makes me think that we're going to get Border Princes models. Don't worry, I'll be okay. I just hope people don't overhype anything. Overexpose certain songs. People will people. Whether unfortunately or fortunately. There we go. There we go. But I'm excited for next week now. I've got that official merch is probably out already. I'm gonna have to look it up. I imagine being the herald of Cetra, spending 2 lifetimes reading off his titles only to get the last one wrong and be executed. Well, then you're undead, so you just come back and have to do it again. By the way, I enjoyed listening to People Are People. That's cool. I've been listening to a lot of synthwave recently. There we go. Yeah. And then we want this one. Dun, 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 dun. Synth pop is cool too, especially EDM. Like house and techno. Yeah, I've been trying to listen to ones that aren't too overhyped though, because I like listening sometimes to music just when I'm doing something. And I don't want it to distract me, I just want it to be fair as background noise. That's just kind of soothing. So sometimes some of it's a bit too hype and I'm like, no, I don't need to get hype right now. I just want some relaxy-laxies. Oh, it has very quiet parts, and I don't like it in music. It's very quiet and very loud parts. Where you have to turn up the volume to hear the quiet parts, and the loud parts just deafen you. It's like, ow, my ears, please spare them. They did not wrong to offend you. Look at the flamethrower for flamey boys. Okay, then the next guy, I think it's a, we'll make us a sergeant. So we'll actually follow the design idea for him, since it's meant to be a sergeant anyway. We'll change it up a little. We'll keep this grenade arm. And we'll give him a cape. Oh, we'll give him a cape. That would be cool. Oh gosh, he's missing half of his back. That's because it's attached to this piece. This is a really cool synthwave version of Ray Dow's theme from Wilds. Oh. There you go. Strange Love with a Miss Dancer. Bordalo. Okay. Very cool. Very good. I have no idea what the songs I'm listening to. I'm just listening to random playlists. There you go. And then where's this backpack? It's over here. You know what I learned recently? Rock's family in Pokemon abandoned him. It's like, what? Actually, I think I already knew that, but it's been so long since I bothered watching Pokemon, I'd completely forgotten. I thought I felt sad for ages, like, oh no, poor Brock. I thought I remembered. Well, poor Brock is also not a character I really like in Pokemon. Too much of a womanizer. Oh, for then I remember he's like 14 or something at the start, and I thought he was like a fully grown man. Originally, when I first watched it. Like, wait, you're telling me this is just a 14-year-old kid? It's like, yeah. Well, now a lot more things make a bit more sense with his character. some things make far less sense. I grew up with a lot of music like that on the radio, like Depeche Mode, Pet Shop Boys, and Erasure. I know Erasure and Pet Shop Boys. Eurobeat. Eurobeat's fun. When I played a lot of... Oh, what's it called? That zombie game that's made by like a 13-year-old kid or something. And it's very blocky. Begins with you. Unturned. When I was playing a lot of Unturned, I had the Eurobeats music mod. I absolutely loved that. Just driving around the zombie field. Germany with Eurobeats going. There we go. Get this on him. Then Black Templar Sergeant should have capes. I actually ordered a whole load of capes. For like my Terminators and stuff. And I used up all my normal capes. So here's a bunch more. For the resins we need super glue. I used up all the cakes because I was putting Stern Guard together. I'm like, you know, the Black Templar veterans, they need capes. Oh, now that looks like a Black Templar veteran. Yeah, you know, he needs purity seals. Oh, you're gonna go. Bye-bye. Listening to Strange Love. I didn't notice a bit where it said bye. Thanks for popping in, Mercury. Purity seal. Yeek. He's got a grenade. He's got his Black Templar bolt pistol. The heavy bolt pistol. I don't think they actually have heavy bolt pistols in Infernus squads. But for now, oof. Eek. I'm going to... It's already 7:15. I need to get a schedule made. And, you know, stuff done. I need to have my medicine at 8 as well. So, we've got 10 Orc boys done. Look at him with his little rocket launcher. Who do you think could win? If these guys are cheap... Are they cheaper? These guys... 10 of them are 180 points. How much is it for 10 Orcs again? It's like 90 points or something, isn't it? Yeah, for release Orcs, I think they need to make bigger models for them. Or just reduce the stats. I don't like Orcs being so powerful. As an Orc player, I don't like individual Orcs being so strong in combat and melee. Oh, I love Orcs. I just really like the idea of them having to, you know, rely on swarms though. Oh, I had a base somewhere. Where did I put my base? One of the... Oh, it's in my pocket. That's where it is. Yeah, I often keep a base on my desk that's just full of plastic. And then I can just throw it away when needed. Well, not for base, but, you know, throw away all the plastic in it. But it allows me to keep all my bits and scraps together But next week looks like an exciting week for Space Marine enjoyers. You got the White Scars. You got 2 good combat patrols for Space Marines coming out. 3 new captains. I really like all of them. What else is coming out? New Harlequin box set. Very nice. And all that official merch. Oh my gosh, you have to buy it all. You don't have to buy it all. I might vote. Oh, it's so silly. Oh gosh. Look at these 2. By the power of Grayskull. Actually, we built 7 Marines today. Actually, no, we built 9 Marines today. These 2. No, we didn't. We built 7. These 3. Not these 2. And then these 2. Yeah. Pretty cool. So, thank you for going to the stream. Big love hearts to you all. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And remember to work hard but play harder. Take care of yourself and be kind to others and vice versa. And remember to eat good food, sleep well, dream of cupcakes, but don't eat cupcakes as a friends, not food. Oh my gosh, what's stuck to the back of my glove? I have no idea. Probably plastic. But thank you for coming to the stream. Love hearts. And goodbye, everybody. Wee. Ah, love you all. Don't forget to like if you're not liked already.